Hello guys. So now we'll see the life cycle in Homosporous pteridophytes. Okay. So I'll be making a series of videos on life cycles. Okay. So I'm starting with Pteridophyta. Then I'll be doing with Heterosporous pteridophytes. Then Bryophytes. Then algae, and finally gymnosperms and angiosperms. Okay. So we will start with the life cycle of Homosporous pteridophytes. Okay. And firstly, what you should know is the life cycle in these pteridophytes is the haplodiplontic life cycle. Okay, it is the haplodiplontic life cycle. Okay, now what is the meaning of haplodiplontic life cycle? Haplodiplontic life cycle stands for in the life cycle of the organism both, okay, the haploid stage as well as the diploid stages are equal in number, almost equal in number. So we call the life cycle as haplodiplontic life cycle. Okay. Now this haplodiplontic life cycle, it is going to begin with the sporophyte. Okay, and we know in pteridophytes what is the dominant stage of the life cycle. The dominant stage in the life cycle of pteridophytes is going to be the sporophyte. Okay, now this sporophyte is always diploid. Sporophytes are diploid in condition. Okay, now this sporophyte is going to on this sporophyte, okay, some leaf like structures are present, and these leaf like structures on the sporophyte are called as the sporophylls. What are they called as? Sporophylls. Okay, sporo means spores. Okay, sporophyll means spore bearing leaf like structures are called as sporophylls. Okay, so these sporophylls are also diploid. Okay, sporophylls are also diploid. Now these sporophylls are going to produce spore bearing structures. Okay, these sporophylls are going to produce some spore bearing structures called as sporangium. Okay, sporangium, it is a sac like structure which is going to bear spores, that is called as the sporangium. The sporangium is also diploid. Now this diploid sporangium, okay, is going to have spore mother cells. This diploid sporangium is going to have what? This diploid sporangium is going to have spore mother cells. And spore mother cells are also diploid. Spore mother cells are also diploid. Okay, what is a ploidy of spore mother cells? The ploidy of spore mother cells is diploid. Okay, now what is going to happen? Now these spore mother cells will undergo a division which is the meiotic division. The spore mother cells will undergo meiotic division. And you know meiotic division is a reduction division, correct? So meiotic division is what kind of division? Meiotic division is a reduction division. Okay, so the spore mother cells, once they're undergoing meiosis, they'll be producing spores. Okay, what are they going to produce? They will be producing the spores, and remember, spores are haploid. Okay, spores are haploid. Now from the spore, once the spore develops, okay, the spore is going to form a gametophyte. What is the spore going to form? The spore is going to form a gametophyte. The spore germinates and it's going to produce gametophyte. And gametophyte is haploid. Gametophyte is haploid. And in the case of pteridophytes, the gametophyte is called as the prothallus. Okay, in the case of gametophytes, in the case of pteridophytes, the gametophyte is called as prothallus. Okay, it is a heart-shaped structure like this, and it is independent. Okay, in the case of pteridophytes, the gametophyte is independent of the sporophyte. Now, on this gametophyte, okay, the reproductive structures are present. Okay, two reproductive structures are present on the gametophyte. The first one is going to be called as the antheridium, and the second one is the female, which is called as the archegonium. Okay, Antheridium and Archegonium. So from the Antheridium, okay, and both of them are haploid because they are produced on the gametophyte. So Antheridium is also haploid, Archegonium is also haploid. Okay, so now this Antheridium and Archegonium, both of them, okay, will be Archegonium is going to produce the egg cell, and the Antheridium is going to produce the antherozoites, or we also call them as sperms. Okay, antherozoites are also called them as sperms. This is also haploid and this is also haploid. Now both of them will fuse. Okay, both of them will fuse. Antherozoites and the egg will fuse, and it will result in the formation of a diploid structure which is called as the zygote. Okay, it will result in the formation of a diploid structure which is called as what? Which is called as the zygote. So zygote is diploid. Zygote is diploid. Now this zygote undergoes mitotic divisions. Okay, this zygote undergoes what kind of division? Mitotic division, and it is going to form an embryo. It is going to form an embryo, and this embryo further develops into the sporophyte. Okay, this embryo further develops into sporophyte. So this is the life cycle of a homosporous pteridophyte. Okay, now you see this blue color portion, this entire blue color portion here, okay, from here till here, okay, this entire blue color portion is all the haploid phase. Okay, it is all the haploid phase, and this pink color portion is completely diploid phase. Okay, this pink color portion is completely diploid phase. Okay, it is completely diploid. So if you see the life cycle, equal number of haploid stages and diploid stages are present here. Okay, if you see the life cycle here, complete life cycle, equal number of diploid stages and equal number of haploid stages are also present. So that is why the life cycle is called as the haplodiplontic life cycle. It is called as what life cycle? Haplodiplontic life cycle. It is called as haplodiplontic life cycle. Second one is alternation of generations are seen. What is alternation of generations? Gametophyte and sporophyte alternating with each other. It is called as alternation of generations. Okay, alternation of generations is also seen here. Alternation of generations is also seen. Okay, so remember, in the case of pteridophytes, the dominant stage is the sporophyte, and gametophyte is an independent structure. It is a photosynthetic structure. It is called as prothallus. It is a photosynthetic structure. Okay, it is called as prothallus. It is photosynthetic. Okay, and it is not dependent on the sporophyte. It is independent of the sporophyte. It is independent of the sporophyte. Okay. Okay guys, so this is about the homosporous pteridophyte life cycle. So next I will come up with a video on the life cycle of heterosporous pteridophytes. Okay, thank you.